Hey guys, here's a quick one that I love. It's chocolate mousse, and a good one to keep in the fridge for breakfast, lunch and dinner, snack time. You know, it's just light, it's sweet, it's got loads of good fats in it because we're using avocado. So that's the magic base to this actual dish, and you can make it in a nice big container and top it with your berries, some superfoods like bee pollen and hemp seeds, and have it just as a nice big dessert, or you could pop it in some mason jars ready to go. So the key with this one, it will last for a couple of days in the fridge. Of course, that bit of avocado with the cacao powder, you know, you won't actually notice it going brown, which is good. And I have often used it as a dessert and layered it with some cashew cream or whatever cream you like, and just done the layers with the berries on top, which is a great way to use this up. So let me take you here. I'm going to do a quick search. Actually, I did save this for my week, so it does help to be prepared. Have a couple of recipes up your sleeve for the week that you've already searched and saved when you've got your Thermomix. So the first ingredient is 400 grams of avocado. So when you cut your avocado, the key is if you actually leave your seed in, if you've made an avocado dip or guacamole, you reserve the seed and let that sit in it. That will stop it from browning as well, oxidizing. So I chopped those up and prepared them earlier, but the seeds have remained in there, so I didn't turn those bad. So you're looking at usually around 4 avocados. This is all, I've got 3 of them that are ripe at the moment, and the rest are still green. So I'm just going to go with the quantity that I have here. Nice easy little mousse, and it's great because you can fool those who don't necessarily like avocado. It was the way I got my kids into it, was using the mousse, getting them hooked on the chocolate, and later they find out that it is the wondrous avocado. Alright, so I've got 300, which is just shy of what is needed for that recipe. Right, we want some vanilla. You see if I've got any left. Got some concentrated vanilla paste here, which I love. The flavour of this is amazing. Quite concentrated, so you don't need 2 teaspoons of it. Now we've got cardamom. This is a little twist in its flavour. I do enjoy a bit of cardamom. And if you didn't want the cardamom, you are also able to use something like our cinnamon. Cinnamon's nice. Let me have a look. Don't pour one in. Okay, just 1/4 teaspoon. Put that in. Cardamon's got that little bit of a, I want a better word, not a aniseed, but that little bit of a twist of flavour. You might just want to leave it out altogether. Okay, just a pinch of salt brings out the flavours and everything. Okay, we want cacao powder. I usually buy this bulk from Honest to Goodness, and it's a good price and it's a good quality. There's something like 400 different cacao varieties, so like coffee, you end up with a slightly different flavour, but just for quickness, the other day I was out of it and I bought it from Aldi. So this will vary. The cacao strength varies. Some are really quite dark and deep and bitter, and others are quite light. So it's really about knowing what brand you're using and just going easy on it, because you might only need, I'm going to do 40 and I'll see what colour it turns out. The colour will usually give it away as to the strength. Okay, we've got maple syrup as a sweetener here. So I've got both maple or honey will be a good replacement. And once you've done the recipe, once you can see whether you actually need it, because if you're been lowering your sweetness, I usually find around 80 is all I need. Sometimes I use liquid stevia, and that also a nice little slant. Okay, we're just going to blend it at speed 6. Alright, it says to divide between 4 glasses, serving glasses. Now, as I said, I will just double check and see that that is, yep, looks good. So I didn't do the full 50, I did 40, and I will just scrape it down and give that a few more seconds, because sometimes there's some on the lid. I want to get it all in there. Okay, so just... Okay, this is dressing it up, so let's just cancel the recipe. Just give it one final 10-second blend. If that, you want to do the taste test. Always good to do the taste test. Oh, look at that rich, lovely mousse. Don't want to waste any of this. It's all avocado. Oh, yum. I could just sit down and eat that entire lot right now. So, I'm just going to pour this into one jar. So we will have it for maybe for dessert if I don't want to save it for some other occasion. I think that it would look like a great dessert for tonight. It's my chocolate fix. If ever you're craving chocolate, you know what that usually means. That's if you're not eating the standard chocolate with lots of sugar and just craving the sugar. Generally, women need magnesium and we don't get enough. And chocolate is very high in magnesium, so don't deny yourself the good stuff. Of course, there's always the bad, the good, the bad, the ugly. But this is where you don't waste a mouthful. This is where if you've got something good up your sleeve, or yum, then you won't fall off the bandwagon. So get yourself some sweet, some savoury. I know everyone's tastes different. Now get it out of your teeth. What do you prefer? Are you a sweet or a savoury type? Some people just can't resist the cheese and the wine, and that's their downfall of a night. And others, it's tucking into those lollies or the chocolates. So tell me what you are, tell me what you'd like to see more of, and let me make you something that gives you some ideas for the coming week. Have a great night. See you guys.